King Charles' secret nod to late Queen with precious sapphire and diamond pin. King Charles was all smiles as he welcomed guests to Buckingham Palace for the first royal garden party of the year on Wednesday. The monarch, who is currently undergoing treatment for cancer, welcomed around 8,000 people to the royal residence in recognition of their service to local communities, charities, the military, and other organizations. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell, so you don't miss any news about the British monarchy. While Queen Camilla looked divine in a repeat of one of her favorite, striped dresses designed by Fiona Clare, King Charles looked equally dapper in a smart grey suit and light blue waistcoat. The king chose to elevate his suave ensemble with the addition of a delicate, antique pin fastened to his tie. The alluring jewel featured a cabochon sapphire surrounded by swirls of diamonds, and has accompanied King Charles during some of his most poignant appearances as king. The royal wore the striking pin in 2023, during his first Buckingham Palace Garden Party held in honor of his coronation. The choice of jewel could be a symbolic one, given that sapphires featured in some of the late Queen Elizabeth's most precious jewels and became synonymous with many of her best jewellery moments. On the Queen's wedding day in 1947, she was presented with the King George VI Victorian suite by her father, which undoubtedly stood out as one of the late monarch's most cherished sets of jewels. The sapphire and diamond cluster-line necklace originally featured 18 sapphires, sat on a gradient, ranging from 8 to 30 carats. A few years after she received it, Queen Elizabeth refashioned the necklace, shortening it and removing the largest sapphire stone to turn into a pendant, explains Stephen Stone's creative director, Maxwell Stone, who added that the late monarch commissioned a bracelet for the set in the 1960s. Among the late Queen's most cherished sapphires is the Prince Albert brooch, a huge sapphire pin encased in a ring of diamonds, which was given to Queen Victoria by Prince Albert the day before their wedding. King Charles' mother wore the brooch several times throughout her 70-year reign, which could suggest why he chose to mimic his mother's penchant for the precious jewel. Sapphires have been symbolic of nobility, sincerity, truth, and faithfulness to various cultures for centuries. Over the course of the spring and summer, King Charles will welcome over 30,000 guests at Buckingham Palace and the Palace of Holyrood House. It's a chance for the king and members of the wider royal family to mingle and chat with attendees from all walks of life. King Charles is hiring a new security officer for his Scottish residence, Holyrood House. The monarch has a deep affection for the Edinburgh abode and stays annually from the end of June to the beginning of July. A job description was shared on the official website for the royal household, explaining the role's demands. According to the website, the role requires the new officer to be a welcoming face for visitors, conduct patrols, maintain a safe environment, check fire equipment, and to be a first responder in the event of an incident, among other important things. Whilst salaries for jobs within the royal household aren't always listed, the role is being benchmarked in the £26,000 a year bracket. Now, you may be thinking that working for the royal household must come with some perks, and you'd be right. Benefits such as a 15% pension contribution have been outlined, and the hired candidate will receive 25 days of annual leave excluding bank holidays, with the possibility of rising to 30 days after a period of service, the website states. Other perks include 20% off at our Royal Collection Trust shops and complimentary admission tickets across all our locations, along with many more exclusive employee discounts. In March, the Royal Collection Trust launched their own brand of gin, a favourite beverage of the king. The Palace of Holyrood House Dry Gin is made with mint and lemon thyme hand-picked from the palace's Physic Garden.